The 2026 Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 is one of the most significant cruiser motorcycles to come from the iconic Indian manufacturer. Designed for riders who appreciate timeless style but demand modern engineering, the Super Meteor 650 blends heritage with practicality in a package aimed at riders worldwide, including those in the United States. In this detailed breakdown, we're going to cover every aspect of this machine, from its engine specifications to its design, dimensions, features, performance, and pricing. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of why this motorcycle stands out in the middleweight cruiser segment and how it compares to rivals in its class. Let's start with what makes a motorcycle truly come alive: the engine. The Super Meteor 650 is powered by a 648cc parallel twin, 4-stroke engine. It uses a single overhead camshaft and is air-oil cooled, a setup that balances simplicity with reliability. This engine has already proven itself in other Royal Enfield 650 models, and in the Super Meteor it continues that legacy. The bore and stroke come in at 78mm by 67.8mm, giving it a square-ish configuration that's ideal for usable mid-range power. With a compression ratio of 9.5:1, it doesn't push the limits in terms of high performance, but instead delivers smooth, predictable power across the rev range. The output figures confirm this. The engine produces around 47 Ps, which translates to roughly 34.6 kilowatts at 7,250 RPM. Torque is equally impressive for this segment, peaking at about 52.3 Newton-meters at 5,650 RPM. These numbers might not sound earth-shattering compared to high-performance sport bikes, but for a cruiser designed for relaxed highway miles and city comfort, they're right on the money. The torque curve is particularly noteworthy, as it delivers a strong, usable pull that allows the bike to cruise comfortably in higher gears without needing constant downshifts. The 6-speed constant mesh gearbox pairs nicely with this engine, offering smooth shifts. The clutch is a wet, multi-plate unit designed for durability and easy engagement, which is important when riding in traffic or over long stretches. Now let's move to the chassis, suspension, and braking setup. The frame is a steel tubular spine frame, chosen for its strength and ability to provide stability on long rides. At the front, the bike features a 43mm upside-down telescopic fork with about 120mm of travel. This is a major step up compared to older Royal Enfield cruisers, as USD forks tend to improve stability and handling precision, especially during cornering. At the rear, you'll find twin shocks offering about 101mm of travel with preload adjustability. This allows riders to tailor the suspension to their weight and riding conditions, which is especially handy if you're carrying a passenger or luggage. Braking is handled by a single 320mm disc up front with a twin-piston floating caliper, and a 300mm disc at the rear, also with a twin-piston floating caliper. Both ends are equipped with EBs for safety. The braking hardware is more than adequate for a motorcycle in this class, delivering solid stopping power while maintaining good feedback at the lever. As for wheels and tires, the front runs a 190/19 tubeless tire, while the rear is fitted with a wider 150/80/16. This combination offers a balance of stability at highway speeds and manageable handling in urban settings. The larger 19-inch front wheel also contributes to the cruiser stance and allows the bike to tackle less than perfect roads without drama. Dimensions play a big role in defining the character of a cruiser, and the Super Meteor 650 is no exception. The overall length comes in at 2260mm, with a width of about 890mm excluding mirrors. Its height is around 1155mm, and the wheelbase stretches to 1500mm. This long wheelbase adds to its stability on open roads, making it a true cruiser in every sense. Ground clearance is about 135mm, which, while not very high, is sufficient for typical cruising needs. The seat height is a comfortable 740mm, making it accessible to a wide range of riders, including those who may find taller bikes intimidating. With a fuel tank capacity of 15.7 liters, the Super Meteor 650 is built for covering decent distances before refueling. The curb weight is about 241 kilograms, including 90% fuel and oil. While that may sound heavy on paper, the low seat height and balanced frame geometry help keep the bike manageable at low speeds. Now let's talk about the exterior and interior features. The design of the Super Meteor 650 captures the essence of a traditional cruiser while incorporating modern touches. Up front, it sports a round LED headlamp, giving it a classic look with modern efficiency. Some variants also feature a large, transparent visor, which helps with wind protection on long rides. The seating setup varies by variant. You can get either a split seat or a single-piece seat, and for touring models, a pillion backrest is included for added passenger comfort. The wide teardrop-shaped fuel tank is a highlight, adorned with stylized Royal Enfield badges that connect it with the brand's heritage. The instrument console is dual-pod, with a larger dial showing speed, odometer, trip meters, and fuel levels, while a smaller tripper pod handles turn-by-turn navigation via Bluetooth connectivity with a smartphone. This makes the bike modern without overloading it with complicated tech. A USB charging port is included, which is a practical feature for long rides when you need to keep devices powered. At the back, you'll find a neatly integrated LED T-tail lamp. Forged aluminum yokes and other details showcase the attention to durability and finish. The Tourer variant of the Super Meteor 650 adds even more convenience, with a windscreen, deluxe touring seat, pillion backrest, and grab handles, making it the go-to option for those planning extended road trips. In terms of styling choices, Royal Enfield has offered 7 different color schemes to suit a wide variety of tastes. These include Astral Black, Astral Blue, Astral Green, Interstellar Gray, Interstellar Green, Celestial Red, and Celestial Blue. Whether you prefer understated elegance or bold standout hues, there's something here for everyone. Performance is always a critical question, especially for U.S. riders used to covering long distances on highways. The Super Meteor 650 can achieve a top speed of around 150 to 160 kilometers per hour, or roughly 93 to 99 miles per hour. While it isn't designed to be a speed demon, it is more than capable of handling interstate cruising. Fuel efficiency is another important factor, and while numbers vary depending on conditions, the bike generally delivers around 24 to 26 kilometers per liter in Indian riding conditions. In U.S. terms, that translates to roughly 56 to 61 miles per gallon, which is impressive for a 650cc twin-cylinder cruiser. With its 15.7-liter tank, you can expect a practical range of around 350 to 370 kilometers, or about 220 to 230 miles, before needing to refuel. That kind of range makes it suitable for weekend road trips without constant stops. Of course, price plays a huge role in determining how appealing a bike is. The Super Meteor 650 was launched in India with an ex-showroom price of about 348,900 rupees for the base Astral variant. Converted to US dollars at launch rates, that's around $4,200 to $4,500. In the UK, the Astral range was priced at about £6,799, which equates to roughly $8,500 to $9,000. In Europe, for example in France, the MSRP was around €7,890, again working out range but to 9,000. These figures show that while it is very competitively priced in its home market of India, in Western markets it falls closer in line with the cost of other middleweight cruisers. Still, it undercuts some rivals in terms of value for money, particularly when you consider the balance of style, features, and the proven reliability of the 650 platform. To summarize the Super Meteor 650 in real-world terms, it is a motorcycle built for relaxed cruising, with enough performance to handle highways comfortably, enough style to turn heads, and enough practicality to make it usable day in and day out. Riders in the United States will likely see it as a more affordable alternative to larger displacement cruisers from Harley-Davidson, Honda, or Kawasaki. It might not deliver the outright grunt of a 1200cc V-twin, but what it does deliver is approachability, a refined twin-cylinder experience, and a price tag that makes it accessible to younger riders or those looking for a second bike. The Super Meteor 650 represents a continuation of Royal Enfield's resurgence in the global motorcycle market. It combines classic cruiser aesthetics with reliable modern engineering. The low seat height, torquey engine, and comfortable ergonomics make it ideal for riders ranging from beginners stepping into the mid-size segment to experienced motorcyclists looking for a stylish, no-nonsense cruiser. With variants like the Tourer providing even more comfort and features, it appeals to a wide spectrum of riders. At the end of the day, the 2026 Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 isn't about chasing numbers or trying to outgun rivals in horsepower. Instead, it's about delivering an experience, a balance of smooth twin-cylinder performance, relaxed ergonomics, and timeless cruiser styling at a price that remains accessible. For riders in the 20 to 50 age group in the United States who want a motorcycle that is equally at home on a daily commute or a weekend ride into the countryside, the Super Meteor 650 deserves serious consideration.